Building's concrete facade tumbles onto a very busy sidewalk below. The incredible news this afternoon: nobody is hurt from the tons of falling debris. And this is in a very busy area there on Huntington Avenue in downtown Boston. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Paula Eben.
And I'm Ken McLeod in for David. The building is a Northeastern dorm at 337 Huntington Avenue. This is a look from Google Street View of what the building looked like before today's collapse. You can see that section we've highlighted up top, right at the roof line. That's the concrete that fell to the sidewalk this morning. WBZ's Ron Sanders is live at the scene. And Ron, this is certainly fortunate that nobody was hurt. I guess the question now is, how did the stuff fall?
Miraculous and amazing are the two words used most often, Ken, here by public safety personnel and students living in that dorm to describe the collapse, the large and heavy concrete part of the facade that collapsed and fell about 5 stories to the sidewalk without injuring anyone.
It happened about 8:30 this morning in the normally busy 300 block of Huntington Avenue, right in the heart of the Northeastern University campus. Northeastern and Boston Fire Department officials say about 60 students living in the dorm at 337 Huntington were evacuated after tons and tons of the decorative concrete cornice came tumbling down. Boston police say Officer Teddy Boudreau, who was on paid detail at the site, called in the collapse, which sent small pieces of debris into the air, some of which hit him but did not seriously hurt him. University and public safety officials say a new roof was being put on the building when the concrete section collapsed, but exactly how and why it happened are under investigation. Several of the students who were inside at the time said it sounded and felt like a bomb or an earthquake.
First thing I thought of was that, if anybody's hurt, or, so I looked out the window and I figured that nobody was, since I didn't really hear anybody talking about, calling an ambulance or anything like that. So,
what do you think about the fact that there was so much rubble and it was so heavy and no one was hurt?
Yeah, I mean, it was just, I couldn't really think of much. I think it was just a miracle that nobody's there.
Nothing like I'd ever experienced before. Just all kinds of crashing and rumbling. The rumbling was what really scared me, because I had no idea what was happening.
We'll worry about the structure of the building later, but as of now, we don't believe anyone, either a student or a worker who was involved in the project, are hurt.
And you're in the process of finding housing for the students who have been displaced?
If necessary, we will do that, and like I said, in the summer that may be easier because we have fewer students on campus.
Boston Fire spokesman Steve MacDonald told me within the past 10 minutes the Green Line is resuming service here. In fact, I can see a train in the distance that will probably pass by me while I'm talking to you. Huntington Avenue inbound, which is right next to me, is still closed but is expected to open shortly. The outbound side is likely to remain closed the rest of the day while engineers continue to examine the building. But McDonald says that so far, Boston Inspectional Services engineers have decided that there is no further danger of collapse, and so the Boston Fire Department has de-escalated its response. That's the latest from the scene. Live at Northeastern University, Ron Sanders, WBZ News.
Ron, you know that investigators are going to be going over the record of this roofing company with a fine-tooth comb. Have you learned anything about them?
Well, WBZ has learned that the roofing company applied for a permit for minor work on May 14th to remove and replace the roof, and that coincides with what the Northeastern University official told us earlier, which is that they were replacing or had replaced the roof, but they don't know exactly how the accident happened or whether the roof work had anything to do with it. The roofing company, Progressive Roofing Company, is located in Haverhill. They had no comment when WBZ contacted them. Once again, Ken, just for those people who need to traverse this area, as you can see behind me, the Green Line has resumed service in both directions here. Earlier, public safety officials were worried about the possibility that vibration might cause a further collapse. That is no longer believed to be a danger.